why should people understand that you had a change in what you understood about the circumstances surrounding the death of your sister and her husband?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know that there was a change, but over the years, we really did know that there was abuse at gut level. But as time goes on and we all talk to each other more and more, and it validates the fears and the gut level reactions that we had that solidify the knowledge that the sexual abuse actually did occur, because that's not something you want to believe. And then once you talk to each other, it becomes more and more obvious.
I understand. So, Tamara, when you're thinking through why they did what they did, how do you understand why you don't judge it the way you would under any other circumstances?
Okay, wait.
So when I think through it, there was a comment that I had recently heard from the previous prosecutor, who basically characterized it as, if they really killed their parents and they were really remorseful, they would have told us or called the police right away. However, if you look at how much pain that they endured, how much torture that they endured, how much abuse that they survived through, that came out in the way that they committed the act that they did. Mm. And at that point, given the status of where the family was at, my understanding of the behaviors and the actions after the act was that it was learned behavior of what they knew what to do. Mm. And so when I think about it now, it's an act out of pain, it's an act out of misery, and it's something that they were just so desperately wanting to get out of. And while they might have had the means to escape, they also did not want to see it to happen to anybody else, which they knew quite possibly could happen. And I do believe, I believe my grandmother has something that she would like to add to that.
Joan?
Joan, I just want to say that when we finally realized the depth of the awful treatment he was getting from his father, and then my mother admitting that she knew all along and she wasn't dumb.
Kitty? No, my Grandma May.
No, not May.
What, Kitty?
Yeah, Kitty said she knew all along. It's just, it's beyond anything we can even describe right now, because it's so painful. And to think what Erik says now, it started when he was 6 years old, and he was 18 before he got out of it. But that's a long time. And the judge wants to know why the second trial didn't even occur, because the judge wouldn't allow any violence at all. And that's not fair, no matter how you look at it.
Joan, how do you understand Kitty's disposition, Kitty's perspective? If she knew that this was going on, how do you explain why she didn't do anything about it, knowing her the way you did?
I think that she was getting used to the money coming in and the fame and fortune, and I guess her kids were not enough of a sacrifice for her. I don't know what else to say, because the Kitty I grew up with would never have allowed that to happen in her home. This was something she had to learn from Jose.
Chris, I think one of the things that Grandma has said to me previously when we've had discussions about this is that Kitty did not know, and this statement is very striking to me, is Kitty did not know or care about the difference between fame or infamy. And so at that point, attention was attention. And so whatever's going on within the home, just deal with it. It'll make you stronger.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.